they are so sweaty. Not so sure that Malta is going to fall in time for my ships not to sink. It's not a guarantee, so I would really rather get them in port. Hey, Austria. Fleet basing, please. We'll just dock up there until it's all done. It's not worth losing all my transports over. Jake, why haven't you moved your capital back to the ancestral? Oh, Bornholm! Man, I've been wasting all my dip on other provinces. All my points in general on other provinces. I'm sorry, Bornholm. Have some extra mill. I was mistaken. Actually, in real life, the Knights managed to hold off an invasion of 40,000 Turks. Yeah, they also managed to colonize in the Caribbean. Preaching was pretty hardcore back in the day. There we go. That'll reset the timer there. And that's all I really need. Going to cancel those FBR. I heard the Chinese Danes made a great wall out of Lego. Can't make this stuff up, but we do. There we go, Malta falls like a sack of crappy bricks. Apparently it's too expensive for us to demand right now. Oh, it must be super expensive to demand. So I can just take it separately though, I'm sure nobody will mind. Actually, rather a lot of people mind, up to 28 with some people. But with people up here in the north, it barely affects them at all. So I think we will just annex it and take all of their money. I mean, they won't miss it, will they? Yeah, thank you kindly. So curiously, how much did I get? There we go, so 28 with you. But, nobody really matters. Or minds, rather. Does give us that looming disaster. We'll just up you. Tempted to throw my clergy onto this just so they can set these guys straight. I think I will since there's good tax anyway. And we'll get it converted. After we get it cored mined. Still have other peace to make though. We can deal with everyone. See, now we're talking. See, rather a few people aren't going to like this. But if I just give it the next tick, I think everything will be okay. A lot of those people can't join a coalition anyway, and some I'm going to start punching the moment it's even possible for them to do so. So we don't need to worry. When have we ever needed to worry? I'm still going to give it the tick of the year though. Even though Call for Pizza will call in slightly, we don't have to worry about that since we have optimism. It'll keep it off our back for long enough. So Russia won't join in, but there's still plenty that would. No Poland. Just no. My ambition. Well, there's the thing. I've been hilariously unable to spread my aggressive expansion because I've been so locked into here in the northern HRE and Scandinavia. Thanks to the Knights getting involved, I finally have avenue to go elsewhere. And damn, it feels good to get converting. Malta will be done soon enough. I should deal with the disgusting Estonians while I'm at it. They just need to go, don't they? Why are they even there? What's that weird colour inside Austria? You mean this one that's Tuscany or this one that's Ansbach? Austria have been severely weakened because they became under a personal union under England, which spelt disaster for them, to be honest. Okay, we won't get civil war just from this. It's going to tick up quite a lot, but not enough. And there we go, Call for Pizza. We shall make our peace as soon as the year turns. Maybe even just before that. Because quite a few of these people won't coalition us anyway. And we have plenty of admin to core it all up. I'd like to take your money as well, Riga. No hard feelings, but you really should not exist right now. And we get enough favors to pay off Russia having joined in here anyway, so there we go. Wouldn't be surprised if I get a minor coalition out of this. Not really concerned about Teutonic separatists. They're going to rise up one way or t'other here. So we'll just let it play out. Regans have this way of getting on my nerves though, and just generally trying to kill me. Probably be better if we just outright converted them out of the picture. We'll get that done later. But we are more than ready to take them all on, and we have no war exhaustion. It's a good time to be us. Pretty good time to be us. And I am waiting to destroy Sweden. Their time of wrecking will come. A couple of years, actually. So aggressive expansion, we are really turning that dial up. But all the people are just a little too weak to actually come against us right now. They would want Sweden and Poland to jump in, but Poland we have been picking apart, and Russia continue to like us. They trust us implicitly. Always good. We're getting somewhere here. We're getting somewhere. Sweden clearly have similar plans for me. Caught fabricating already. And assuming I have these 16,000, they'll pull back as soon as Malta is no longer a threat to internal stability. I want to keep you, in fact I want to expand you. So I have a bit of a better home defense here. Jake, you know what would not be a good idea? Filling exploration to colonize Chateau Gatto. Please, I am really hurting for dip points. Oh boy, we've almost got the next admin tech. Would actually be a better thing just to get that so our coring would be cheaper, but we've already started on the coring, so... Damn them. The last thing we needed was even worse morale. Stop paying for our forts because we don't need them. Well, maybe for the Estonians because they could rise up. But they are, they're really keen on that. The whole rising up business. Let's try and put them in their place. Jake, what truly godly policies can you take? Well, they're all admin, which is a shame. And they're all not that great. Yeah, in fact, well, maybe the legitimacy one I could actually find a use for these days, but still. Doesn't hark as amazing. Do you still have FBR in Austria? I do not. Cancelled that. Well, what a good thing I did. So yeah, looming disaster is ticking up, but we don't have to worry about that. Alright, so we have to cheese off either the nobility or the clergy, with the other one gaining quite a bit. Thing is, I want the clergy to help convert, but I don't want to push them up too much higher. They're going to have quite a bit of... Oh boy, who's more important to me right now? We'll give it to the clergy. Oh wait, no, it's about Ed Siva. So I increase their influence by 7.5 and whatever else they get. Ed Siva, huh? This is gonna hurt. If I give it to the clergy, that's giving them way too much. I'll have to give it to the nobility. Frightening. Oh, it didn't do that much anyway. Tolerated. Why is everything I do so tolerable? The policies are not great, they're glorious. Glorious being the adjective we have for Greater Denmark here. Right, Sweden is going to have to go very soon, May of next year, so I have about a year to deal with that. Sadly, the Estonians are still getting on my case, God knows what for. I mean, they're barely people. Livonian order is down. The question is, do I gun them down? Poland would still join in, despite me having just kicked their arse. I think we'll have to spare the Livonian order for just a short while. There we go, those Estonians wanting to rise up. I'd like it if they just did it and got it out of the way. The issue is that once Sweden once my truce is done with Sweden, there's a good chance they'll coalition me, and they would probably bring in Bohemia into such a coalition. Bohemia and Livonian Order. So as soon as Sweden are done, I kind of want to declare war on them. But there is the trouble of the revolt. And I'm not quite ready to abandon Malta. I want to get it converted so it's never going to be an issue. Oh, the troubles a ruler like me must face. I mean, I could declare war on them. They will attack me, and I will crush them. We'll see if they do join a coalition. If they do, I won't give them even a second to get more. Oh, right, I forgot about the whole Teutonics wanting to rise up as well. But again, they can't do much harm to me as long as these forts are in place. Excellent. Very tempting to ally France, since it would put at ease a lot of the issues that I could face, but that's just not how we're playing it here. Okay, Bohemia, Brunswick and Livonian Order coalitioning me. It's a shame that the Livonian Order are there, because, well, it kind of speaks for itself why that's a shame. But I'm going to have to gun you down before you join a coalition. Oh my, it's growing. It is fairly growing. That'll end in May. So with you done, we'll also get our missionary on you so we don't have to worry about any Maltese revolt. And we'll be good to go. There were a lot of people upset about the coring costs and common sense. Yeah, people will be upset about anything. The important thing is just to ignore them all. Now there is the difficulty that they might have the truce end. Okay, Sweden's already done. I need to fight them before they just coalition me. Could bring in my good friend the Russ. What I will do, I rather think. He wants land, he wants Gotland. I'm going to call him in with the promise of land and not give him Gotland. He won't mind because it won't get occupied. Austria's not really worth calling in. So there we go. It's going to be my conquest of Stockholm. Hope you don't mind. You probably will. Help me out, big guy. There we go. So we do have a few bad boys joining in. We're more than prepared. I'm sure Brandenburg can take care of that. Sure, anyone other than me can fight my wars for me. Should get that Regan fort on the go because those Regans have this way of getting in my face. It is tempting to call in Austria. They don't want any land, but the trouble with that is... could take a load off my mind, but no, I can fight this war, no problem. Look at these pathetic miners I have to fight. Oh, excellent. We get a chance to boost up our legitimacy. Kaboom. What a difference that's going to make. We're also going to get Malta converted on the double. 37 months. Could be a little better if the clergy actually liked us. So there we go. That'll take a lot less time, maybe? Maybe. Don't know, I don't make the rules. Also, the Estonians can go away again with all my troops here, and my Brandenburgian Space Marines strike fear into the hearts of the enemy. It's also good that my enemies are fighting other enemies. Enemyception. Impressively good leader from Lorraine there. That's right, anybody but me fight my battles, please. Jake, this is going too well. Time for a no CB Ottoman war. Listen, I earned this. I started with nothing. And now I have everything. Including forts that I'm not paying for. That I should change. In fact, maybe I should stop being so thrifty with my forts and just keep them on. I mean, these guys, for example, are going to cap this instantly unless they're idiots like that. Good, I have idiots everywhere. Like here. But again, I don't have to worry about that. I'm sure my big Russian friend can deal with all my problems for me. Cheers, Austria. You're the best. Dip points capped. Dare I spend them? I do need that naval morale, there's no question about that. I think Bornholm deserves to be a little bit spruced up there. I think anybody could deny that. Oh, thanks, thanks Russia. You really are the best. There are the Regans I need to deal with as well, but it's probably better that they just rise up. Ah, we're ready for them. Besides, these rebels are going to have no match against Memel. Dance for me, everyone. I've actually been reading about some criticisms about the new favor mechanic. All I can say is, look at this. It's kind of nice to be the puppet master and actually know how your so-called allies are going to respond to situations. There we go. Shame about my Space Marine buddies getting destroyed there. And I'm going to have to save Memel. It's kind of against my creed there, but... Chomp. Don't like spending my own men to deal with my own problems. But we won't have to worry about Sweden. I should just pop along and take care of their buddies. Now, Bremen, you joined that coalition against me, didn't you? That's very nasty of you. I should really start thinking about the coalition and how to dismantle it. But getting these relations to palatable levels is a bit of an undertaking, especially if Livonian Order is part of it, and they hate my guts. They are allied with Poland, but that could just bring in its own problems. I should have struck them the moment I had the chance, but I didn't, and that's just a decision I'll have to live with. Come on, Brandenburg, you could be happier as well. Smile, for God's sake. Sword mana, Jake. That's coming up, isn't it? But remember, this next tech is super good. With that in mind, let's just make Bornholm a bit better. Jinx, we really don't have to worry here. Aachen, Lorraine, Oldenburg, does not matter at all. I'm just taking it all. And remember, Russia aren't going to get angry because the only province they want is... Gosh, shoot, they did take Gotland. Wait. They became an administrative regency council. They no longer... they want it but don't want it. Tsundre, Russia? Oh well. More for me to eat. Mind you, if they get mad at me about that, oh, I'm going to be pretty unhappy with them. Very unhappy with them. Okay, I'm not even getting involved in that battle if my friends are going to do it for me. Well, I mean, I could throw some cannons in, help out from the sidelines. Practically fighting Swedish here. But I do want the morale from all that jazz. All too easy. Jake, check out that Russian heir's name. Seaman Rurkvik. What a guy. A man's man. Alright, so I'll be taking all of this and Russia will not mind. Heck, I can't give them Gotland. Still, we need to churn up a bit more war score for this, and that means taking out these miners. It's not like they have anything left to offer, so let's just gun them down. If we can get to them. I thought I had access through my good friends. Let's you're the issue here. There we go. Kill him to death, lads. Jake, mill advisor, died. Cheers. Morale of armies, finally. It's offset the horrors that have been happening to us. England. You allied yourself with America? Ah. Your friends are becoming less likely to back you up. Doesn't change the fact that I can't get to you, but I got something to work with now. Also, there's Malta dealt with and it'll never revolt. Don't think we have any navy to really worry about, so we're going to get our fairly good shock troops home. And now we have Malta and avenues for expansion here. Question is, which avenue is best to take? I don't think Aragon is the answer there because they're allied with our arch nemesis, not Portugal, Tuscany. Tuscany is terrifying. There is Tunis, mine, but they're allied with the Ottomans. Could finally pit Russia against Ottomans, but eyeing them up with a 2 mil-tech advantage, I think the Ottomans would win. Still, at least it gives us options. Options are great. Without them, you're in a bit of a pickle. Nobility or merchant guilds, huh? Not about to take that autonomy change. Tax doesn't seem too great, but nobility versus merchant guilds. I need those merchant guilds to be a bit happier. But that's going to cost me about 5 autonomy globally. But you know, my merchant guilds have had it hard lately. Pretty damn hard. Okay, who's the next guys that need to go? The Regans are going to rise up anyway, so I may as well piss them off. Alternatively, I don't want to ever have to deal with Estonians again. Just in general. I think I speak for us all, really. Jake, you can use the British alliance with Freedom Town to get a colonial empire without even getting the relevant ideas. You do make a good case there. USA. Mine today. Allied with England. That tempts me ever so. Well, I'm going to need to take to the high seas if I want to really establish myself like that. Alright, there we go. Who's it going to anger? It's going to anger everyone. Good. If I didn't take this province, it would probably anger quite a bit fewer people. Nope, everyone's super angry with me doing this. Sweden, Poland, Livonian Order, Bremen, Bohemia. Man, that would be one hell of a fight if they all turned on me. It's kind of exciting. I mean, look at that. There's no way you could really deal with all those. I mean, really. Let's do it anyway. After all, this is not great ideas, guy. Would quite like them to revoke cores on me whilst I'm at it, to be honest. Like on Schleswig, because Schleswig just threw up rebels in my face. And again, I don't want to push this war much further. Lawland will do. Godspeed, Jake, it's just a number. Vikings didn't care about aggressive expansion. Why should you? So you're all speaking my language. I know you're trying to play me, but I'll take it. Time for coalitions. Time for, oh my. Wish I'd taken this now, because that'll actually reduce the cost of these provinces to core them, which I'm going to do anyway. See, considerably cheaper. Start with Stockholm, since that's where all the problems arise. Looking good though, looking damn good. Now we have to brace ourselves, for coalitions are coming. At least it'll all be pretty quick to core. So yeah, we should be ready for the Swedes rising up here, and the Regans rising up. So come on, coalition, I know you're waiting to... Oh, I should really check. Yeah, Frankfurt, that. Go figure that. But good, the Russians were not put off by me just not giving them land. I need a friend, though. I know you're looking at me with puppy dog. Oh, that's a friend. Welcome, Castile. Now, France won't join the coalition, thankfully. I prepared for that eventuality. But we got... Oh, here it comes. Got Austria on our side. Wouldn't mind pumping up that trust a little bit, so they're more likely to save my ass when it comes to war. Same with you, Saxony. Even though I know I'm going to have to fight you someday for that core you have. My good marches. But this is alright. I'm going to need another bigger army as well. Heck, I need lots of things. But I'm ready. Yeah, the next war that hits is going to be a big one. You please go home at war. And everybody else, just get ready for the storm that's coming. Jake, ally auto scum. Jake, the Castilian technology well dried up. I like that turn of phrase, thanks. Oh, we are... It would probably be a good idea to take this ahead of time. But this is not the good ideas guy. The really good idea is to further make Bornholm amazing. You know, Bornholm doesn't quite fit it. This is Adventure Island. After all, Master Higgins came from it. Ah. And we need to erect a building there in his honor as well. How about a training field? No, I can't really afford the legitimacy at the moment. Scotland, hope you don't mind. England. Okay, well at least we have another friend on our side. Someone that'll defend us against the eventual horrors. We're draining 2 Diplo for all of our relations, but that is fine. Just fine. Now these units are going to be ready for the... Regan scum. Hopefully there aren't too many of them. Hilarious, Sweden. That's just hilarious. You know what also is hilarious? You dying and never coming back. Get all of our units over there to Stockholm to deal with the eventualities. Niken says, hi DDR. Well, hello to you too. Thinking about it, with our tech at 17, 18, 18, we need to find someone that's 19, 20, 20. I doubt we're going to find that. No, so we can't use any of the technology wells for a wee time. But we need to get that overextension done away with, or else we're going to words fail me when we get close to nighttime like this. Words fail me. Right, there we go. Nobility are getting cheesed off yet again. But that's fine. We just need to find a province that's pretty high on the base manpower and say, here you go, nobility. If you're an alright guy, you can have it. Like Stockholm. Stockholm's pretty good, but that also means that if the autonomy were low, we'd make some pretty decent money out of it all. I don't think this This fort does not serve much of a purpose. Okay, so lots of Regans rose up, but the thing is, when you catch a revolt, the morale is not so hot. So, hasta la vista. And no need to worry about Regans ever again. Right, this is turning out to be rather nice. Got something of a death stack up here, but it's too much infantry for my liking. I'll go for 16 to be honest. That brings a 6 over to here. So I want an additional 2. We're good with the cavalry, so we'll get an extra 2 on you. And an extra 2 on you. And 4 more cannons. I need to really puff out my chest and show that I am the big boy of Europe so that the coalition doesn't feel the need to fire on me. But since the coalition is as bad as it is, it might be an idea for me to just flatten anybody that isn't wise enough to join this coalition. And Poland is one of those people. I should be getting more claims on them. I think my vassal's been making them, but really I should be the one making them as well. Because let's face it, Poland will join it as soon as they can, so I should just be ready to consume these ex-Polish provinces. And of course, Russia will join in, and I will give them territory, because we are both good friends like that. But I also should start telling my friend here where marks my territory and where marks his. And oh, Krakow, don't mind if I do. Pinsk, Minsk, all that jazz looks good to me. So if it's got good development, I want to own it. I'll just start and work my way around here. To Gola. Good thing Poland is allied to Austria. Oh, we'll see. We'll see to that. Well, I say that, but I don't quite know how. Could start seeing about people that would be better off not in this coalition against me. Munster fits that bill rather nicely. I do want them out, so we'll get those relations improved. The whole reason I got Scotland here was to I still haven't made good on my thrashing of England to get Scotland's cores back, which means Scotland are just sitting there draining my points. We'll figure it out. We always do. There are the Aragonese, enemy of the Spanish. And I think Austria would be more than happy to jump in and help me deal with the Tuscans. That's what I'm really loving about this campaign. Most campaigns, by like 1500s or so, I'm just rolling wherever I want to go. In this one I really have to put thought, a lot of thought, into the diplomatic relations of different countries to see which I can sway and which can really help me out. And that I love. That is really the spirit of the game. Now, I was saying I need to spread out my aggressive expansion. Don't really want France to be all that unhappy with me. We've done what we can with that. If I grab these Aragonese provinces, well, it won't offer me much more. It'll just give me routes into more Aragonese provinces. What about Roma, though? It's such a shame that I don't get anything for the conquest of Rome. I need more missionaries. But there's nothing I can do about that. Could, however, grab myself a vassal who I can feed a little easier. Someone like Naples. And that would be good. That would be very good. I mean, I could grab Sicily for myself. Syracuse is an important site for a new colony. A glance at the map will show you why. Tuscany shamed me. It's time for me to put them in their place. Of course, I do have to worry about this coalition that is looking at me. with great desire to kill me. I also need to keep Russia on my good side. There's no pressing need to keep Brandenburg all that happy. I was just putting them there so I wouldn't have a lazy dip, as I always do. I'd love to make you even better, but I'm kind of running dry on that. But I don't want to pay over the odds for Miltech 19. I want to make Bornholm all that much better, to be honest. Oh, haha! Universities will make everything better. It'll make it cheaper to develop later on. Danzig still looks pretty good to me. Once that university is built, though, it's looking good for... what's that again? 5 years? I could take 5 years of unrest. Jake, increase the galley wall. I certainly have the manola to do so. Just how much did that university set me back? 720. Yeah, galley wall does need to be expanded. Also needs to be brought up to fighting strength, but yikes, the cost right there. No, I'm thinking against that. There is nobody that can really challenge us over here. It's just a different story down here, but at least we'd have Spain's backing, or Castile at that matter. Brandenburg have been busy with their claims, but it's not about me giving them land. Granted, they could do with a few provinces. We'll think about it. But I'm all about ME. My expansion. Chelmno. You should be mine. Indeed, back me as world leader, and I'll make Bornholm great again. I'll give it the cooling tower and water tent that it has always deserved. Not so sure about the admin, though. Don't have the admin to burn. I need to get my own national sovereignty. On that note, I should probably be focusing on that. We've finally managed to overcome our diplomatic inferiority. Brandenburg is actually culturally enriching nets. They must have dip to burn. Wow, they're looking great. How about I give them another reason to be great? Placate, placate, placate. Can't placate anymore, which is a bit terrifying. But I can subsidize their armies. Say hello to new, better Brandenburg. Everyone looks better in Norse. He's even getting it done, the absolute madman. Tensions along the Orkney border. Borders are organic things, changing and mutating with the seasons. An island doesn't change with the season. Unless we're over in the Maldives. And it's particularly rainy season. Okay. Stockholm, I do love you. I kind of want you converted, though. Kind of want you converted badly. Norse Prussia, best Prussia. You got that right. And now that they're actually my religion, I don't have to worry about expanding them that much. Because it's very unlikely they're going to turn against me. Well, I mean, after the 70 years of them being mad at me for changing their religion wears off. Jake making Brandenburg Norse, giving them another 5 discipline. Good God, the Space Marines. Land and naval force limit. Just what they've always wanted. Okay, but no, the conversions still have to go on. I should focus on regionalized areas of anger, which the Teutons are one of. Already dealt with Chew. Oh, I am very happy. Very happy indeed. Jake, did you just cancel Brandenburg Culture Enrichment? No, because they've already started it, they can keep doing it. And what is more, that's going to get rid of the -2 for conversion chance on that province. So there could well be some Brandenburg Space Marine revolts for a wee while, but I'm ready for it. I'm not so ready for actually paying for their... Here it comes! Oh my! Brunswick, Livonian Order, Saxe, Bremen, Frankfurt, Nassau-Ansbach, Magdeburg, Munster, Palatinate, Transylvania, and the Pope. Let's do this. It's go time, get ready for war. Gonna put my foot through your goddamn door. So who pulled the trigger? It was Bohemia. And this is why it's so much fun playing as Greater Denmark. Still having to fight for our lives here. Granted, it's a lot more even this time, but then Castile is over here. Actually, they are allied and married to France, so France should give them access to stroll right through. Alright. Oh, I'm so excited. And that excitement is certainly going to carry over for the next time we go. Norse Brandenburg instantly putting to work that general. I wish I could do more for them, but I absolutely need to keep their liberty desire good, or else they're just going to fly away and not help me. Oh, England. Are there by chance a lot of your friends already at war with me? There are, you say? To death, you say? It's funny the way everything just seems to work out. But yes, we're going to do this in the next session, because as excited as I am, we are approaching 11 o'clock, and I play like arse when I'm tired. And that, compounded with this being the bad ideas guy run, probably means that I would get whooped right in the keister. So that's right, calling it for here. Cheers everyone, and this campaign is far from over. I mean, we're halfway towards getting ideas guy, but we need to get that other bit of it. So I'll be back, potentially tomorrow evening, don't see why not, and I'll keep you posted on that front. Cheers, and cheerio.